how accountable ultimately are X, Meta, TikTok's own and ByteDance? How much are they looking for this moment of responsible nurturing of what's being put onto the platforms right now?
Well, thanks for having me, both of you. Most of the major platforms have really failed the massive stress test over the last week and a half. In particular, Twitter, or X now, has created the perfect environment for disinformation to thrive. And as your colleagues mentioned, people are turning to social media now more than ever as their primary way of getting rapid information. Most of us are hungry to figure out what's going on the ground, and whether it's family members, journalists, or others, we're turning to these platforms only to be met with a deluge of mislabeled videos, images that are taken from other time, places, regions, etc. Ultimately, Elon Musk has shown that Twitter has failed, I think, with a kind of grandeur. His bad decisions have literally led us to this moment. He gutted critical teams, as other platforms have, like Meta and TikTok and YouTube. Elon Musk has also changed the blue checkmark feature, which is, in the scheme of all of these swirling forces, one of the really big problems. It incentivizes people to now subscribe, and they pay a small fee, but their content gets boosted. So if you're willing to pay that $8, your content might be featured in more people's feeds. He also needs ad money because advertisers have been fleeing the platform for a lot of these reasons. And one of his incentives has been to pay people for engagement and virality.
Yeah. Hey, Nora, just for our audience, X's response to this has been to basically call an all-hands-on-deck situation. They've told us here on Bloomberg Technology that all staff are focused on the Israel-Hamas war. They've given us data on community notes action. And for Meta's part, they have a special operations team in place now with fluent Hebrew and Arabic speakers that are basically working 24/7 to review content. But at issue specifically seems to be video content, videos purporting to show one thing when in reality they are another. What is your view on the role video is playing here?
Video is one of the last frontiers. It's really very difficult to moderate video content. And frankly, Elon Musk pointing to community notes as a way for users to do his job is inadequate. It's also inadequate that a week and a half after the conflict escalated, now is the moment that social media companies are pulling their rapid crisis centers together. That is days and days too late. Citing to the ability to remove hundreds of thousands of posts is also inadequate, because we have to understand the environment here is there are millions and millions of posts going out every day about this subject, and billions of active monthly users trying to get that content. And so the lack of teams, the lack of policies in place, the slow to respond crisis centers are just not enough to rein in the level of toxicity.